Well, you're very welcome to Tulla in County Clare here for the Masita All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools D Hurling Final. They're playing today for the Niall McInerney Cup. It is Colaiste and Galway up against St Mary's of Newport. We are live at noon today, and you can see the scene here in front of us. The pitch in great condition, considering there was an All-Ireland here yesterday and the time of year, and the stand has been filling up here across the morning. Great crowd, all looking forward to the All-Ireland Hurling Final here today in Tulla, County Clare. Fantastic facilities here in this new stand that we're in currently here at the moment. I'm Stephen Gleeson, and I'm delighted to be joined here by my old pal Darren, who's here to enjoy this final. And you know, we soldiered down the years, but we're looking out here at just a fantastic scene, and great to be part of it.
Oh, great to be part of it, Stephen. And of course, you'll have your Tipperary jacket on. I have my Galway jacket on, but we're looking forward to a good game of hurling. As you said, the time of the year, the weather hasn't been too nice to us today, but conditions absolutely superb here in Tulla. Credit to the local club and what they've achieved, and already a great crowd here in front of us cheering on both teams here. Colaiste Einde from Galway and St Mary's Newport from Tipperary. Look, it's going to be a big occasion for these young players. This is the All-Ireland Senior D final, an opportunity to win national silverware, set themselves up for a great St Patrick's Day weekend, and look, provided we get no more rain, we should have a great contest.
And Darren, you've watched a lot of All-Ireland finals, a lot of games across the years, and like, these two sides are really good. They're here on merit. Two strong performances in the semi-finals.
Oh yeah, well, you start with St Mary's Newport there first. Like the performance they put in against Colaiste from Offaly, 4-18 to 6 points, putting the boot in the accelerator early, getting the job done, and were able to pull up. For Colaiste Einde, look, they played the most exciting game of the year, you could say. Concede 7 goals in an All-Ireland semi-final and still make the final. 6-13 to 7-8 against Dean McGuark from Cookstown the last day. They got off to a great start. They fell behind, but they showed that character and resilience to get 1-4 in the closing stages to earn their spot here. One thing can be guaranteed, Stephen, nobody's going to give up in this contest. They're going to go for it right from the start, and we're just looking forward to it.
Darren Kelly here, and we are delighted. I'm Stephen Gleeson. We are ready, and we are not far from throw-in time, but have a look at this. We got to chat with the players across both teams during the week, looking ahead to today's decider.
I suppose, tell us a small bit about the journey so far in this competition for the school.
Yeah, so we'd two group games again, Woodford and Spiddle. We won both them, but you know, I don't think anything has been too straightforward all year. Then we beat Ballyhonus, quarter-final, Castlebar, semi-final, and then we beat Spiddle in the Connacht final.
Tell us a little bit about the buzz and the atmosphere within the school in the lead up to such a big day.
It's a great buzz around the school. It's a bit of everyone's together. There's a togetherness feeling in the school with Mr. Kelly announcing it on the intercoms and everything. And all the teachers are backing us, supporting us, wishing us good luck. So it's a good feel around the school.
I suppose, look, as part of a key member of the team, you can enjoy that excitement, but you have to remain a small bit detached to and focus on the job at hand. How's that been?
Yeah, you enjoyed the Monday, Tuesday after the semi-final, but then we're back training there yesterday eve, so heads are down now for the final focusing.
Tell us a little bit about the buzz within the squad. You know, having something to look forward to, like an All-Ireland final. Not everyone has that to look forward to this time you're in a school. It really is a unique and a great feeling.
Yeah, especially because we weren't really expecting to get this far. We only took it as one game at a time, so everyone's just getting more hyped and belief goes on, and everyone's jumping on, happy out.
I suppose, look, as the manager, the coach of this team, you know, do you identify any moments along the journey where you thought, yeah, this bunch of lads are looking like they're ready to challenge here?
Yeah, I suppose I find, you know, when we get momentum in games or even in general, like we're, you know, a hard enough team to beat, and we have a good mix of players, you know, whether it's you know, physicality and hurling as well. So yeah, like, going back to your original question, I suppose going out to Woodford in the first game is always a tough game, and you know, a long journey out, get off the bus, play the game, straight into action, and it was high score enough, and once you go over that, kind of took off from there. So to win one more game, we got with the group, and then we're on the road, so to speak.
I suppose, look, the opposition in this game is going to be a very, very appetising game of hurling.
Yeah, should be. We don't. we'll start looking into them now as the week comes on, but we don't know too much. We've been looking at their results and who they've played and what the scores they've put up, so they look strong enough and it'll be a good game.
Because look, as the coach, you're trying to impart that bit of knowledge or wisdom on these young lads as they take the field. What's the key message?
I don't saying a whole lot. Look, I just kind of all about, win the hard ball and the hurling will come after, and put the bodies on the line, enjoy the battle, enjoy the fight, and we have plenty of forwards. We've obviously Keane here beside me, and look, we've plenty of lads who can do damage on the end if we can get the ball to them.
I suppose, look, tell us a little bit about the journey so far in the competition for the school.
I suppose we played 5 rounds of Munster, with some very competitive games along the way. Played Scullewan and Killinall in the first round. We played St Anne's, we played Blarney, and we played Mungret. And some of the games very, very tight along the way, but the boys put in good effort in all those games and showed great work rate, and really stood up when it was counted in some of the big games. And look, I suppose that's where we were to get to here. Played an All-Ireland semi-final then against Kilna of Offaly last weekend there, and again, look, the lads really put in a good performance on the day there as well.
Tell us a little bit about the buzz within the school and within the camp ahead of this game.
That's great. I mean, we're still training twice a week. We've obviously worked very hard to get here. So I suppose everyone in the school recognises the work that's put in by our coaches and by the team itself, training twice a week since September. And I mean, the buzz around the school is obviously great. I mean, there's flags out the front and everything, and just a great experience now, to be honest, yeah.
I suppose, look, as said earlier, come through a long campaign with that many games. I suppose it has helped to build the momentum and the morale within the squad.
Yeah, I suppose we set out first round there in early October, and Dave Minogue gave us a goal of getting to an All-Ireland final Paddy's weekend, and I mean, everyone bought in and we put in a lot of work, I suppose, and where else do you want to be Paddy's weekend other than playing an All-Ireland schools final? Like,
was staying out of the bubble of excitement within the school and still staying focused, how have you found that?
Fine now, yeah, sure. I mean, we do meet up twice a week to train, and I mean, it's a very well-grounded group, and I suppose everyone just has one goal, and that's to go out next Saturday and bring home an All-Ireland to Newport, and whatever else happens within the media and stuff doesn't matter. I mean, it's just about winning this game next Saturday.
Opposition. The pre-results as well, or the pre-exams as well, probably took a little bit of pressure off the lads. It kind of caused a bit of distraction there as well in the middle, so that would have helped kind of keep lads grounded as well.
Opposition at the weekend promises to be a great game of hurling.
Yeah, looking forward to it now. They put up a big score in their semi-finals, so look, we know we've a big task ahead of us to try and get ahead and stay ahead in the game. But look, we'll do our best to see where we can go.
Key message, I suppose, trying to import on these young lads as they leave the dressing room at the weekend for this big game.
It's all about work rate all year long, and as I said already, we've a fantastic group of lads that have everything we've asked of them all year. They've done it. They've put in a huge effort, and just to turn up, put in the work rate on the day, and then our hurling will do the talking after that.
Well, I hope that whetted your appetite for today's game. We're not far from throw-in here, and we're looking forward to a cracker and to go through the starting teams for today's game. We'll start with Colaiste, Einde and Galway, and they line out with Jason McDonough in goals, a full back line of Sean Keane, Ethan Hines and Dylan Carr. The half back line then Jack Nolan, Lorcan, San Pietro, Daly and Dean O'Brien, and then in centre field it's Aaron Keane and Keane Clarity. The half forward line then in a coffee, Keane Corker, and the captain is at 11, and Connor Clarity as well at 12. And then the full forward line, Jason Carr, Ardrahan, Dara Walsh and Dara Finnerty. And just to tell you, there is one very late change. Connor Collerty is out, and Brian Walsh, number 20 from Mike Cullen, starts in his place in the half forward line for Colaiste Einde of Galway. Moving to St Mary's of Newport then, Evan Duffy is in goals. The full back line is James Anderson, Cathal Hannon and Keith Hogan. And then in the half-back line, it's Dara Meany, Colm Kennedy, the joint captain from Sean Tracy's club, is at 6, and James Tobin of Newport is at 7. Then in centre field, it's Daniel Ryan and Jamie Long. And the half-forward line, Tommy Cusack, Brian Tobin and Darren Colopy. And then the starting full-forward line for St Mary's of Newport, Shane Flanagan, the joint captain, is at 13. And Killian Collins is at full-forward, and Callum Poole is at 15. They're managed by David Minogue and Paddy Kelly, and the management team for Colaiste Einde in Galway is David Tierney, Tom Fox, Paul Glenn and Cian Folan. Both teams have 30 listed in the programme, and there is additional members on both panels as well that have been training. What a day for these young players playing in an All-Ireland final for the St Mary's side and Colaiste Einde. And I suppose David Tierney is one that has plenty of experience. He hurled with Galway back in the day, Darren.
Yeah, he did indeed in the 90s and the 2000s. It's interesting there, Stephen, I was looking at the two teams. As you can see there on our screen at the moment, Colaiste Einde are actually wearing the same jerseys as Kilndy Maleetrum, which would be David Tierney's club as well. We were wondering about the colour clash with both teams known for wearing blue. You saw there in the package beforehand there, the Colaiste Einde seemed to be tagged out in the yellow, kind of clear looking type of jersey with yellow and blue, but it looks like we're looking at here that Colaiste Einde will line up with the white with the maroon shoulders, which is the colours of the Kilndy Maleetrum club in County Galway, which is David Tierney's club. Will that be some kind of a jersey change for them that could lead to success? We've heard of so many stories of clubs at times changing jerseys, losing jerseys before All-Ireland finals and getting the job done. Could this be their tactic to confuse St Mary's Newport?
They're out in the field, and you can see St Mary's of Newport in their blue jerseys there, and their captain is talking to him in there in the group, and just outside you can see the Bonish door as well. Just part of that group. Like, they're hitting big scores in matches, you know, and they look to get ahead early in this, but the ground is, you know, it's heavy enough at the moment across Ireland. This pitch is excellent in top class condition, but they will still look for early goals.
Yeah, but look, that's what we're going to find out very, very quickly, Stephen. When you look at their half-forward line in particular, Brian Tobin and Darren Colopy. Darren Colopy got 112 in that semi-final against Kilina. They'll be their two chief threats there to try and create opportunities, and it's important for Colaiste Einde's defence how they deal with that, because as we mentioned earlier on, they did ship 7 goals in an All-Ireland semi-final, but you can't afford that luxury today. Now, on the other end, Colaiste Einde have their threats. Jason Carr is the man that stands out there. The Ardrahan man at corner forward scored 4 goals in that semi-final as well. Will he get a run? We'll see how it works out there as they're out to line up to get going.
So the referee there in the middle, Aaron Hogg, ready to throw the ball in here. And a cracking atmosphere here. All the students from the school, their families, their friends, the whole lot are here. And we also want to say hello to John Collins, who's tuned in to the stream today from Slovakia. He's a brother of James, the chair of Newport Club. So hi to you, John Collins, in Slovakia. And it is the team you're shouting for to go on the first attack here, and it's sent in there all the way in. How about that? What a way to start an All-Ireland final. Killian Collins with the opening score, the full forward.
An excellent move there as well, Stephen, there after breaking down the attack from Colaiste Einde. Quick ball in towards the wing as such, but Killian Collins came out to meet that, backed himself to get ahead of Hines and looked at the post, put the ball over the bar. Good start for St Mary's Newport.
So back down the field here, it is going to be a free out, and the keeper is making his way out to take that. Evan Duffy from Maru Boher. So Limerick players, Newport course right on the border there between Tipperary and Limerick, and they've got quite the sprinkling of Limerick hurlers in amongst their masses there, with a hand featured and Maru Boher as well. This one didn't go according to plan, and it's breaking down in around centre field on the attack now, all the way in there. It is Clarity working it inside, and he sends it high all the way in and over the bar. What a response. Keen Clarity with the score for Colaiste Einde.
Yeah, a poor free there by Evan Duffy, and it just didn't work out for him. Early stages, probably early nerves, didn't get the contact that he wanted. Colaiste Einde responding there, and Cian Clarity cutting through to put the ball over the bar. It's setting up nicely, Stephen. Both sides of a point on the board.
Tommy Cusack sending it into the full forward line, breaking down in there, won by the full back inside, and Hines drives it high all the way up, looking for his half forward line ball, breaking down in there. Cian Corcoran, the captain, foraging inside. So too is the late replacement here, Brian Walsh, and it's Fed inside, Walsh with the hand pass outside him here. They're on the attack, they're going for a goal. What a save from Einde Coffey in the goals. Ball still in there, and Evan Duffy of Maru Boher. That first free didn't go according to plan for him, but what a save.
Well, it'll be great for his confidence, Stephen, you have to say. But what was interesting, I was going to mention, Brian Walsh has gone in as centre forward, and you can see he's a big man there. He's played for Ireland and rugby in under 18s. He's been determined to nullify the influence that Colin Kennedy has for Newport. He set the opportunity up for Einde Coffey very, very well. Great save by Evan Duffy.
Ball down the field now, breaking just past the 45, working it out here now. It is Newport who go on the attack once more. Shane Flanagan has it here, fed inside by Colaiste, in as far as Flanagan, and he's away here, and he strikes it in, and just tailing off at the last second, just outside the upright, and tailing off and wide on this occasion.
Yeah, look, you can just love listening to the crowd there in the background, the atmosphere they're bringing to this game. Look, first wide of the game, we haven't even played 3 minutes before we have 2 scores and a goal opportunity as well. Both everybody's enjoying the game so far. It's certainly an encouraging start. Great catch there, I think, by Brian Walsh.
What a catch, and he lays that ball off, looking for Aaron Keane there, breaking down though with Jamie Long winning that ball back, fed in now as far as Daniel Ryan. This one just mapped up in there by Lurkin. San Pietro Daly, back down the field we go here. Newport players just in the mix early on here. Winning this is Colin Kennedy, and he's got a free. Centre back playing his club hurling in Kilcommon with Sean Tracy's GA club. They play in West Tipperary, but would be close enough to Newport on the road to through Rare Cross and up to Newport, and he's a good player, so we've got a big match up there with number 20 Brian Walsh on him.
That's what I'm saying. It's the second time we've referenced it as we watch Colin Kennedy take the free. I'll hand back to you in a moment, but it's a duel that could be very, very influential. The ball is broken.
Flanagan has it, corner forward, Shane Flanagan, he's taking it on here, fed back outside him here now, Tobin, and he takes his point. Brian Tobin with the score. In a couple of months' time, if that ball bounced on the end line, it would bounce out over the line. This one was kept in play, and they got a point out.
Yeah, well, we know it's a wet day, and I think that was the influence there, because the ball just stopped. Everybody was expecting it to go over the end line there as well. But Shane Flanagan, that's what you want a good corner forward to do, Stephen, is to keep following the ball. The opportunity, something will come. It did come for Shane Flanagan, and Brian Tobin was there to put it over, and Newport are a point ahead.
King Corcoran sizing up this one here. Oh, fine cut in towards the full forward, breaking ball in there. Keeper alert though, takes it on here and gathers it inside now. Evan Duffy working it out as far as Kennedy. Colin Kennedy with another long range clearance down the field. Corner forward coming out, wing forward racing onto it. Gathers, it's Colaiste going through the middle. Darren Colaiste all the way, feeds it inside here. Nice ball in as far as Flanagan. Flanagan still, and Flanagan gets the goal. A brilliant finish for St Mary's of Newport.
Yeah, Colaiste ended their defences, got caught in 6s and 7s there as well, and a deserving goal for Shane Flanagan. The move started by Colin Kennedy there, but Darren Colaiste, when he got the ball, Colaiste, I have to have known he was the chief threat for them. He was allowed to get too close, and next thing the defenders were sucked in. There was options to the left and the right. Colaiste went to the right to Shane Flanagan, and St Mary's Newport had their goal.
Callum Poole on the attack here, the corner forward feeding that ball outside towards Tommy Cusack. Cusack, bit of work to do to gather possession back, takes it on here now, played inside looking for Killian Collins, the full forward, but the full back is there. Ethan Hines mopping it up. How will Colaiste respond to this? A great finish for St Mary's of Newport. It is 1-2 to 1 point after 5 minutes of action here in the All-Ireland Schools final, the Senior D final here, playing for the Niall McInerney Cup. A line ball over the far side of the field, cut long down the field, but it's just gone out over the line before it went the required distance. Tommy Cusack will have a go instead.
Yeah, he'll have a go instead there too, and Colaiste, they just need to settle down. I always say that the point after a goal is probably a more important score, because it takes the momentum of the game. As the Marys have conceded possession there, and Colaiste have an opportunity now to create a scoring opportunity.
One back here again by Newport. Away they go. James Tobin feeding it outside here as far as Daniel Ryan. Ryan with this ball in, looking for Brian Tobin inside there. Good play though by the half-back Jack Nolan in there. Hurls with Mike Cullen, GEA club, feeding it outside him here to Walsh. Dara Walsh breaks the stick and sends it down the field. Here they go on the attack here now. Einde Coffey just tried to gather that ball. Did well to control it this time, but it's just gone out of play. at the end line, didn't bounce up the way he'd like, and Newport see off the danger for the moment.
No, well, Stephen, as they always say, two hands in the hurling, especially in a day like today when you know the ground's going to be a bit soft after the rain there. Look, we'll move by Colaiste to Einde to get within range. Einde Coffey needed to get down on that, at least get an opportunity for a shot at the target. That's a chance to win the back in there for the Galway to school.
Breaking ball here just in front of us, good shoulder there. King Corcoran held firm though, and he's getting the line ball here, captain, and I think the referee's just telling him take it back another metre or so there, so he moves it back. It is Castlegar, centre forward, captains his school here today in the All-Ireland final, ready to cut this ball, having a look inside to see what's on, sends it into the middle there, but there's three in there from Newport, and away they go again here now. Callum Poole working it out from defence, fed outside him here, and away they go once more. Working it down is Jamie Long. Lovely play now inside him as far as Colopy. Darren Colopy sending it in, but the half-back put up the hurley well there, Jack Nolan, and he's won a free out. And Jack Nolan with a vital interception there, because Newport were heading towards goal.
Yeah, it's a couple of them there from Jack Nolan at the moment. He seems to have dropped back between the two lines at the moment, and they have to cut out that goal threat. As we mentioned earlier on, they know they cannot afford to be conceding goals like they did the last day there too. The problem is at the other end now, they're dropping ball down, and Colin Kennedy has also dropped back into the pocket a little bit, reading the game much better. And again now it's another St. Mary's attack.
Full forward comes out to gather. Killian Collins now inside in there looking for the goal scorer earlier on, Shane Flanagan. He feeds it on to Darren Colopy going through the middle. Colopy has got the goal, the second of the day, going the way of St. Mary's again. Blistering pace in the attack, great finish.
Yeah, it's the Flanagan Colopy show here. The attack was led by Colin Kennedy in the defence. We were just talking about the way he's reading the game, sending it down the field. I think Jamie Long was involved there too, but this time it was Rosery first. Flanagan held the ball, so Colopy going inside despite the best efforts from Dylan Carr to close him down. St. Mary's Newport have their second goal. Stephen, they're complete control of this game. 9 minutes gone. It's too early to be getting carried away, but Colaiste Einde need to cut down this attack quickly.
Sent inside again here by Brian Tobin. Breaking in there. Won by the full back inside. Lorcan, San Pietro Daly. Fed outside him here now as far as Aaron Keane. Keane taking it on here. Sends it inside there looking for the half forward in a Coffey, and it's just got out of play. Taken fast by Newport. They're going in the attack again here. Daniel Ryan feeding that ball in the middle. Here we go. It's Kennedy. Nice ball over here towards the corner forward, and it's gathered and sent in by Killian Collins of Newport. How about that? Pure style. Killian Collins wearing 14 out in the corner, gathered, turned and struck over the bar.
Oh, it's the score of the game so far after 9.5 minutes. Killian Collins out on the right, but again, who was involved in the move? Colin Kennedy. One thing I've noticed as well, Stephen, is we were talking about the matchup between Colin Kennedy and Brian Walsh, but already Brian Walsh has been pushed into full forward to try, I suppose, be the big man in there to get a score, and Dara Walsh, his brother, has come out at centre forward against Colin Kennedy. I'm not too sure that tactic is working at the moment, because look, you're looking for those breaks, but at this stage you're trying to win ball in the middle of the park, create scoring opportunities. Colin Kennedy is having a field day at centre back.
So Aaron Keane being spoken to there by the referee, with cards being flashed, sent down here now, looking for a Colaiste in attack here. It's Corcoran with a long range one all the way, and just tailed off at the last second and out and wide. 2-3 to 1 point. It's been a blitzkrieg of a start here by St. Mary's in this game. Long puck out from Duffy, breaking in around centre field here, gathered this time by Clean Carty. He's away now, working it inside, and Callum Poole just got caught in his heels and trips him up slightly, so it is going to be a free in here, and Corcoran assuming the responsibility here. They badly need this, Darren.
Well, they need some urgency about them, and Keane Clardy showed that as well, willing to take on the two lads, managed to win the free outside the 45 metre line. And for Keane Corcoran, look, you put this over the bar, it's back to 7 points. There's still a bit of work to be done, but again, it's to get a score. Colaiste Einde got the point on 2 minutes from Keane Clardy. They haven't scored since, just to get the scoreboard back up and ticking. That's the message that will be passed on to the Galway side.
It's a huge moment here as Corcoran steadies himself here, about 3 metres in from the sideline, rises, strikes it well and sweetly, and a badly needed point. They've got it, so it is 2-3, playing 2 points here. That should steady them.
That's just steady them too, and that's what it's all about now. Try and win the next ball. But again, look, Stephen they're standing off and allowing Colin Kennedy the freedom to take the ball. And we've seen the damage that he has done at the moment. Look, at the end of the day, I always feel you need to have a scrapper on a centre back if he's getting a lot of influence in this game. All of a sudden, the ball is down the other end.
Beautiful ball in by Colin Kennedy. Corner forward, just trying to win it over there. Shane Flanagan, the John Captain, taking off him this time. Well by Sean Keane. Fed outside here this time. And it's gathered now by Aaron Keane, the half-back, and just out over the line, the far side of the field. It is another chance, though, for Einde to build an attack here and see can they come back into this game as we approach the quarter mark already here in the All-Ireland Schools final, the Niall McInerney Cup they're playing for today. It's going to be a free struck by Jack Nolan down there, breaking in around the centre forward, and it is Corcoran who gathers, turns and strikes, and that's a lovely point. Keane Corcoran, the captain, showing the way, a bit of inspiration, or rather, is it Aaron Keane? They're involved with that one.
Yeah, indeed, and of course, when you talk of Sean Keane at the start, and Sean and Aaron are brothers, and all their family, 3 older brothers, have gone to Colaiste Einde as well, and Jack Nolan with the free down. But again, it's 2 points in a row for Colaiste Einde. It's early stages in the match here. I'm looking at the clock, it's 13 minutes gone. They're back to 6 points. Again, they just have to cut out that supply line down to 12 and 13, but you cannot afford to be making mistakes like that and giving away a cheap ball.
Lovely play here by Newport, fed inside on the attack again. It's Killian Collins taking it on here now, trying to control it. Got their last point in the game here, and he takes it on again. Oh, lovely vision outside him. What about that for a ball? Jamie Long racing onto it here, and Jamie Long sends it over the bar. Fantastic strike and brilliant vision to be in that line and that run.
Yeah, look, Newport are just in a stride at the moment, and Killian Collins, as we've been talking about other players in the team, he got that great point a few minutes ago, and just the turners send it into space to the other side. Use the width of the field. That's what often is encouraged to hurlers when you're playing this. Use the full width of the field. Worked out perfectly there for Jamie Long, and all of a sudden 7 between them again.
Tommy Cusack on the attack here, fed inside as far as Brian Tobin. Brian Tobin having a good shoulder there with Jack Nolan. Nolan's having a great game here, and he sends it out the field this time, breaking out in front of Aaron Keane, and away they go here this time. It's Walsh inside with a long ball in front of Corcoran. Corcoran under the breaking ball, knocked down there. Cornerback did well there, Keith Hogan, just to take that ball off the corner forward, and away go Newport. Cathal Hannon trying to work it out from defence here now, just breaking down there in that half-back line position currently. The work rate of both sets of players is extraordinary here in this game, and it is going to be a free in. One in there this time by Colaiste Einde, and they have a big chance here to get a score.
Yeah, Jason Carr did well there, but it was a good challenge from Keith Hogan beforehand, trying to not give any space for Colaiste Einde to settle. Jason Carr worked hard for that free, eventually got the decision, being swarmed around, and this should be another score for Colaiste Einde. Indeed it is, goes over the bar from Keane Corcoran.
So that's another good point, and he is their main scorer in chief here. He's got 3 sent out this time. 2-4 playing 4 points. Tommy Cusack on the ball. Inside now, breaking in front of the full forward line in there. It's Killian Collins trying to gather that ball. Does really well to take it on. Collins over his shoulder, sends it high, dropping in there. Keeper did well to come out and gather that. Jason McDonough. McDonough now sending it back out the field, out towards centre field. A little deflection there into the path of Colin Kennedy. Kennedy takes it again here. Fantastic sticks man here, down as far as Brian Tobin. Tobin inside him here as far as Daniel Ryan, and that is just superb stuff. Daniel Ryan with the point. 2-5 to 4 points.
Great example of link-up playing again. Colin Kennedy involved in that move there as well. Brian Tobin held it up, gave it to his midfield partner, which is Daniel Ryan, puts the ball over the bar, and even though Colaiste Einde got those couple of scores in succession very, very quickly, Newport are keeping distance between the teams.
Fed down now the far side of the field. Ball breaking outside in front of Jason Carr. Jason Carr trying to take it on somehow there, but it is James Tobin who mops it up for Newport, and away they go. Kennedy down the field, breaking now, and it's flicked on inside there by Brian Tobin again. Cornerback coming out. Sean Keane busy this afternoon. Sends it out the field here, out towards centre field. 2 Newport players unmarked. Daniel Ryan takes it on here this time. Inside him here looking for Cusack, but it's mopped up this time And away go Einde this time. Out here. Ball sent in around the house, in there by Claherty inside, breaking in front of the corner forward. What can he do? He's trying to take it on, but it is mopped up in there by the full-back Cathal Hannon, and the Newport man works it out from defence. Playing very well here now, out as far as James Tobin. Tobin on again as far as Callum Poole. Poole with a lovely little pop pass out to Tommy Cusack, but the cornerback comes in and they win it back again. Dylan Carr for the Galway side. Ball breaking down here though again, and it is Newport once more on the attack. Into the danger man in there, Killian Collins trying to win that ball inside. Great defensive play though, and it is Ethan Hines who feeds it back out the field, and the referee is calling it up. I think he's giving a free out to Ethan Hines, but that was pure helter-skelter. What a passage of play.
Yeah, it was. The advantage was given for Ethan Hines, and if you didn't know what the score was at the moment, you'd be looking at a real belting 50-50 battle there as well. Again, Stephen, a lot of this is going to come down to individual mistakes. You have to give Cathal Hannon credit there as well for that ball coming out the St Mary's full back as well, because he had to, with two Colaiste Einde players around him there. If anything with St Mary's Newport, they're probably just over-eager at the moment. They just keep driving on points, where they just be intelligent with the ball as well. They are in control of this contest, but it's good in the Galway side of things to see Colaiste Einde have really gotten into this game. And again, we're only in the second quarter. There's plenty of time. Just keep the scoreboard ticking.
Here we go. This free long range one from King Corcoran. Is it outside his range? Just about breaking inside and across the goals, and it's knocked out for a 65. That could have gone anywhere, and Einde needed that goal.
Yeah, I think it went off the boot of Cathal Hannon there and just deflected away from the goal, but it's that type of ball in a day like today too that can change the whole momentum of this contest. Again, Keane Corcoran firing the ball down the field, firing it in towards the danger area. That's the obvious tactic with Colaiste Einde to get some of their big men in there as well. The St Mary's defence are doing well, but that was a break for them on that occasion.
So it is going to be a strike here for Corcoran, and he's proved himself scorer-in-chief here so far for school, and they have a chance here. Fine school, and they produce a lot of hurlers down the years.
Oh, they have indeed. They're just watching a bit of a debate here exactly where this 65 is going to be taken at the moment, and certainly Keane Corcoran and the umpire, I don't know if they're having a disagreement, or the linesman is getting involved there as well, Stephen, so there's a bit of confusion where this 65 is taking place. I think King Corcoran wants it in a bit more inside, but either way, if we're going to get on with it from where the ball is, I think the Colaiste Einde supporters are celebrating a mini victory for their captain.
He's won that battle, struck inside all the way, and it's knocked down and over the bar. Goalie just got a little deflection on it, and perhaps safer concede the point than knock it back down and towards the 21.
Well, we've said there Evan Duffy has done very well after that first mistake there earlier on with the free there too, and he's come to the rescue on 2 or 3 occasions. Like, St Mary's are leaving gaps there. Colaiste Einde are asking questions, just probably not asking as many questions as St Mary's Newport have asked in the early stages. But again, one goal like that between those too many breaks, Colaiste Einde will be disappointed they only came out with a point out of it.
Callum Poole with a fantastic pass inside, but it is mapped up by Dean O'Brien from the Lee Mellows Club, who read what was happening there really well. Played long down the field here. Colm Kennedy winning the free, and that's quite the battle in there. Colm Kennedy inside there with Dara Walsh, 2 very strong players.
Yeah, and of course the Walsh brothers, as we mentioned earlier on, have both been on Colm Kennedy at the moment, and look, given in the battle there as well, Colm Kennedy is just in complete control of his area at the moment, and of course not just winning the free there as well, it's been brought forward now after the bit of afters there on that occasion. He'll take a drink, he'll relax, he'll launch another attack. Stephen, I'm just looking at my notes here, I think he's been directly involved with 3 scores in this game so far, and 2 of them have been goals.
Unbelievable stuff. Darren Kelly here alongside me, Stephen Gleeson, on commentary today on Stream Sport here for the GAA for the All-Ireland final, the Masita post-primary schools D final. On the attack here, it's Newport, low shot coming in, and keeper just about let that trickle by him, and Shane Flanagan was thinking of a goal there, but keeper probably had it covered. You have to give him the benefit of the doubt there because he just let it run by him.
Yeah, but he could have caught him out a little bit there too, because I don't think Shane Flanagan got the contact in that ball that he intended to do. Again, it was those golden three, Kennedy, Colopy, Flanagan involved in that move, and we've often seen goals like that, like Gary Lineker against Ireland in 1990 World Cup comes to mind. It's a ball like that can just catch you out. Thankfully for the endless keeper, it went to the left and white.
Here on the attack again, it's Newport working it inside. Fine skill this time by Killian Collins, but he knew the second that it left his hurley, it wasn't going over the bar, but the referee has called it back, and it is going to be another chance for him, and it'll be Darren Colopy who will strike this one. Plays his club hurling with Maru Boher just over the border in Limerick, so he's sizing it up here and just outside the 21 and slotted over the bar without difficulty by Darren Colopy, and that pushes it out to 7 points again.
Yeah, and he's a Limerick minor hurler as well, Stephen. So, of course, the supply that they're bringing in, and just as we think there, we congratulate Swell Paul Kilfinane on winning the Senior C final at this very venue last year too. It looks like the Limerick supply chain isn't going away anytime soon. Good score there for Colopy. The free there won. What can Colaiste Einde do in response?
Brilliant play by Corcoran here, but how about that for an interception by the centre back, Colin Kennedy. Unbelievable stuff. Colin Kennedy with a brilliant interception there. Corcoran took on 2 or 3 of them, working it down the line, and he's injured in the process. I think it was, 2 giants colliding there.
Yeah, look, Stephen, I don't know if we're picking the official player of the match or not later on, but it's going to be very hard to look past the St. Mary's number 6 at the moment. He just seems to be everywhere. He's cutting out Ende's attacks. He's launching balls down the other end, and even is willing to take one in the head there with a sliotar if he has to block down a ball.
So the Colaiste Einde player is just down on the deck at the moment. Hopefully he'll be okay to continue, and they're reliant on him for scores and attacks.
Yeah, but look, the thing is, they just haven't really got a flow going so far. Like, you've had good work there from Cian Clardy in the middle of the field, and obviously Cian Corcoran has got the scores as well. And of course, you don't want that man to be down there as well, because he is proven to be a leader of this team at the moment, as he tries to inspire them to get back into the contest. And that's the thing as well, Stephen. When we're looking at players here, we're looking at players that are under 19 years of age. It's always the reminder that there's a lot of hurling to be played. Get involved, keep themselves going there as well. Now, I can see David Tierney, the Colaiste Einde manager, down there as well, whether he's just giving instructions or, well, he's obviously checking on the welfare of his player as well, but the helmet is back on, which is good there as well. And maybe just get some messages in there, because the 9 and 11 have been the 2 standouts for Einde at the moment, Colaiste Einde at the moment, and they'll be probably the 2 players that they'll be dependent on to get them back into this game.
And he's up and moving freely again, which is great to see. So it is going to be a chance here. Line ball. Cian Clarty cuts this inside, and it just tails off and goes wide there. This time David Tierney, of course, Colaiste Einde manager, had long hair, ponytail when Tipperary played Galway back in the 2001 All-Ireland final. And the 2 schools here from the respective counties here today, giving it their all and producing some great hurling so far. This ball down the field here, 2-6 playing 5 points. Won this time inside by Darren Colopy. A lovely ball into Tommy Cusack. Cusack inside, shortens the grip and puts it over the bar. Textbook point, working it inside. Go for the accuracy, shorten the hurley grip. Lovely strike.
Just making it that bit more simple as well, and now makes it 2-7 to 5 points in favour of St. Mary's Newport. But again, it's Colaiste Einde. Look, they're working hard to stop the threats. The thing is, St. Mary's Newport are carrying an awful lot of threats in this team. We're talking about 12 and 13, but 10, 14 have been well involved in this game. Tommy Cusack has done an awful lot of work in this match. I don't think we've shown enough appreciation for the effort he's put in this game for St. Mary's Newport so far, deserving to get a score on that occasion, putting his school 8 points clear.
Ball here won by Daniel Ryan on the attack. Fed inside now. Killian Collins out to win this ball again here. Oh, great vision to spot Brian Tobin inside, and Tobin pops it over the bar. And that is an excellent score. The management on the sideline, David Minogue and Paddy Kelly, clapping on that. That was just brilliant, unselfish play to set up the centre forward.
Yeah, Brian Tobin must have heard me there too, because we talked about him as one of the top 2 coming in, and I didn't even mention him in the top 4 before that move. But again, look, he's reading the game there as well. He's involved in some scoring opportunities as well, has helped to help one other score beforehand. Gets one for himself there now. 9 between them again. Colaiste Einde just need to get those few scores again, keep this scoreboard in check.
Ball mopped up again here. Jamie Long has it. Jamie Long on the attack, sends it in, looking for Shane Flanagan coming out to gather that ball now, but it is cornerback there working so hard to try and forage it and knock it away there, but away go Marys again with Colin Poole feeding it outside to Tommy Cusack on the run, and this one just tailing off and just wide this time from Tommy Cusack. But again, they're waiting to see who's making the run and feeding that player.
Yeah, I think it's only their second wide of the game, Stephen. Like, there was the one there for Killian Collins that went back for a free as well. So they've been very, very economical with the chances that have been coming. Now they've made some mistakes as well and given away ball cheaply at times, but have won back just as much. We're seeing a battle there again in the St Mary's half of the field, and Brian Walsh trying to get it, but again you can see the blue jerseys getting around, not making it easy.
Brian Walsh feeds Dara Walsh, and this one just tails off and out and wide. So close, but just wrong side of the upright there. Still 2-8, feeding 5 points. We're live here for the final here. It is the Masita GAA All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools D final. Cracking game here between St Mary's and Colaiste Einde. Mary's on the attack again. Flanagan, the giant captain, feeding it into Colopy. Darren Colopy sends it high this time. Just the angle wrong on the run, and it tails off and wide this time. Still that gap, that 9 points.
Yeah, Colaiste Einde could have done with that score a few moments ago, but even the intelligent play of Shane Flanagan there, using the ground there to get it into Darren Colopy. Not his best effort of the campaign or even this afternoon so far, but they are still creating those chances.
Ball sent out, breaking in around centre field now. Knocked down there now by Tommy Cusack, taking it on here this time, feeding it inside. Ball mopped up by Jack Nolan in there again, in the half-back line, and away go Colaiste Einde this time. Need to get the ball into the forwards here. They have plenty of possession, but they need the scores. Keane Clarity sends it in there. Breaking ball inside, and the full forward is in, lurking in there. Jason Carr trying to get a touch on this one. Jason Carr still fighting for it here. The other forward has it here, fed back outside, and away they go. It's Dara Finnerty. Ooh, just taken off his Hurley that time, and it breaks out here. Keane Corcoran in challenging as well, and Dara Finnerty just needed that little ball to bounce right up into his hand, and he'd have headed towards the goals.
Yeah, great intensity there from both teams, but you can even show when you have one slight mistake there, all of a sudden an opportunity opens up. Again, you have to go back to the defence. They just threw their bodies in there to stop Colaiste Einde players getting an opportunity. Dara Finnerty is the one you mentioned there. He needed to get it first time as well. If he got it first time, he surely would have got a shot at the goal. Colaiste Einde will leave this half, Stephen, regardless what the score is, with a few goal opportunities went to begging, while at the other end, St Mary's Newport will feel possibly themselves they could have had more than 2.
Ball won again here by Jack Nolan. He's been outstanding for Colaiste Einde and Galway today, feeding it out as far as Dean O'Brien, but that attack breaks down, and it is Callum Poole who feeds it here in the middle, controls it well, and oh, that's a lovely ball into space again there. Killian Collins has it in his hand. Here he goes. It's Collins over his shoulder, and that's a superb point. Killian Collins of Newport with the score as we approach half-time. We have John Collins from Newport tuned in from Slovakia, and he's a brother of James, the Newport chair. But Killian Collins, you have to say, what a score.
What a score, especially when he dropped it the first time as well. It just showed good composure there as we're watching it on our screen there. He can just show good composure to take it up the second time. Look at the target. In fairness to Ethan Hines, he tried to stay tight with him there as well. But just composure, keeping level head. All of a sudden now there's 10 points between them.
Ball falling here in the middle. Here we go, Brian Walsh. Walsh feeding it back outside again to Dara Walsh. Did the same a couple of minutes ago. Walsh didn't connect this time as he'd like. Ball won inside by Cathal Hannon. Hannon feeding it back outside towards centre field. What a fetch by Callum Poole. He's revelling in the scene here in the All-Ireland final day. Ball breaking down. Killian Collins trying to take it on. Won this time by Dean O'Brien. And Dean O'Brien has won the free out. and they're working hard for the clearances. That half back line for Colaiste in the they're under pressure, but they're playing great stuff too.
Yeah, good clever play from Dean O'Brien as well. Left the Hurling to stop Killian Collins from getting the opportunity before, and then eventually won. He's free, but just going down the other end there as well. What's the one thing you say to your attackers in there? Come out, anticipate the ball is going to come. The last Colaiste in the attack before this one, it was actually the fullback Cathal Hannon who was racing out to meet the ball before it was even struck off the hurl coming in. That's what a good fullback does, and he broke down that particular attack.
Callum Poole feeds Shane Flanagan, and it's back as far as Tommy Cusack. Superb play, superb point, teamwork from St. Mary's of Newport.
Yeah, and like as I mentioned about Colin Kennedy earlier on, Shane Flanagan will be giving him a run for his money in my opinion there too. Just setting up scoring opportunities the whole time. He's got his own goal there as well. Tommy Cusack really in the game there, but he'd been doing the donkey work beforehand, and it just doesn't seem to matter which player that the Colaiste in the defence focus on in the St. Mary's Newport attack. Somebody else seems to step up straight away, and that's why they're enjoying such a margin.
So a chance here for Colaiste in the just before the break, just to reduce the deficit here and give them a fighting chance in the second half, and they'll probably just take the point here perhaps and just regroup at half time and see where they can work on what areas there are.
They know they have the firepower in there. They just need to get their attackers involved more. And look, you have to credit the St. Mary's Newport defence as well that have been holding their own in those individual duels. Look, an opportunity here for Cian Corcoran out on the far side of the field, attacking the goal to the left, just to pop it over the bar. They'll have a lot to think about at half time, but they're still in this game, but they have to really step up at the start of the second half.
Fairly tricky one here now for Cian Corcoran, the captain, but he's well capable of putting this between the posts as we approach the half-time whistle. Just in time added on currently. Struck in there all the way, and it tailed across the upright and out and wide, and that was one they really wanted, but just outside the post. It is half-time here. Referee has blown the whistle. 2-10 to 5 points, Darren. Your assessment to that half?
Well, look, the scoreboard speaks for itself, Stephen. St. Mary's Newport have had more of the threats. They got the 2 goals early in the first 10 minutes to give them a 2-3 to 1 point advantage, and it's a position that they have held. Colaiste Einde will be disappointed to have 5 wides in this period. They enjoyed a good spell in the middle of that half with Cian Corcoran getting 4 scores, 3 of them from place balls on that occasion, keeping them within 6 points. But the difference between the teams is quite simple, is that St. Mary's Newport are making it simple, which because they're linking up very, very well and be more economical on the scoreboard. For Colaiste Einde, they're trying to make things happen and sometimes forcing the issue there as well, up against a very good defence. Now, when I say all that, as I was talking about the firepower that the Galway school does possess, they've scored 19 goals in 5 games coming into this game. They have had a couple of mini half chances that could have yielded a goal opportunity. A great save from Evan Duffy at the start of the game. There was the other one, I think, that bounced off the foot of Cathal Hannon that could have yielded something too. They have to just get their forwards moving out, trying to bring the St. Mary's Newport defenders out with them as well, open up that space. That is what the Tipperary school are doing in this game. That's why they have the scores on the board. For St. Mary's, they'll be kind of going, look, we're in a good position, let's be smart, keep the scoreboard ticking over. If you get another opportunity for a goal, that'll be fantastic. But St. Mary's Newport, deserving leaders, you can't argue with the advantage that they have, even though Colaiste Einde will feel they'll have left 1-3, 1-4 behind them.
Darren Kelly, thanks for that. He's here alongside me, Stephen Gleeson. It is half time here in Tulla, and the score is St. Mary's of Newport 2 goals and 10 points. Colaiste Einde 5 points. Can the Galway side find a way back in the second half? We'll know very shortly, so do stay tuned, and we'll be back with the second half very shortly. For the goal in the first attack here, and it's sent in there all the way in. How about that? What a way to start. All the way in there. It is Clarty working it inside, and he sends it high all the way in and over the bar. What a response. Corner forward, Shane Flanagan. He's taking it on here. Fed back out beside him here now. Brian Tobin, and he takes his time. Colopy goes through the middle. Darren Colopy all the way. Feeds it inside here. Nice ball in as far as Flanagan. Flanagan still, and Flanagan for the goal scorer earlier on. Shane Flanagan. He feeds it onto Darren Colopy. Going through the middle. Colopy has here towards the corner forward, and it's gathered and sent in by Killian Collins of Newport. How about that? Steadies himself here. well and sweetly down there, breaking in around the centre forward, and it is Cochran who gathers, turns and strikes, and that's a lovely pipeline. And what about that for a ball? Jamie Long racing onto it here, and Jamie Long sends it over the bar. Fantastic.
To end of the settle. Jason Carr worked hard for that free. Eventually got the decision being swarmed around, and this should be another score for Colaiste. And indeed,
fantastic sticks man here, down as far as Brian Tobin. Tobin inside him here, as far as Daniel Ryan, and that is
for their captain.
He's won that battle. Struck inside all the way, and it's knocked down and over the bar. Goalie just outside the 21. And slotted over the bar without difficulty inside by Darren Colopy. A lovely ball into Tommy Cusack. Cusack inside, shortens the grip and puts it over. Out to win this ball again here. Oh, great vision to spot Brian Tobin inside, and Tobin hops it over the bar. Killian Collins has it in his hand. Here he goes. It's Collins over his shoulder, and that's a super point. Callum Poole feeds Shane Flanagan, and it's back as far as Tommy Cusack. Superb play. Well, you're very welcome back to Tulla. We're here looking forward to the second half of the Masita GAA All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools Senior D Hurling Final, playing for the Niall McInerney Cup, and it is all to play for here. Both teams out on the field, ready to go. The referee is about to throw the ball in, and here we go, Darren. It's all about to take off.
It's all about to take off. I'm just looking there for any changes in either team. Haven't noticed any at the moment, Stephen. But look, at the end of the day, as the conversation here in the press area at half-time is about another goal for St Mary's Newport, and you'd feel now they'll be picking up the Niall McInerney Cup. For Colaiste to Einde, no need to rush or panic just yet, but they have to get a few scores, ideally a goal, get themselves back in the contest. Good start there from Keane Clarty winning the free.
Darren Kelly here alongside me, Stephen Gleeson, on commentary today. We're live thanks to the GAA and Stream Sport for today's game. This free about to be struck just inside the 65, and they'll be hoping to win this cup today. Niall McInerney is the name of the cup. It's called after one of Galway's greatest ever hurlers, who won an All-Ireland in 1980, and he won 2 All-Stars as well at schools level. He was involved in coaching the Galway vocational schools hurlers to a remarkable 16 All-Ireland titles, including a record of 8 in a row. Serious going as that point went over the bar, making it 6 points now, playing 2-10. Puck out down the field here. Tommy Cusack with that pull there, and it is Daniel Ryan who takes it on here. Fed on again here to Cusack, and he's outside here. Oh, great hook there by Keane Clarty. And it's one back here, and he gets the ball back in his hand. Clarty strikes it over the far side of the field. Just breaking now, though. 2 Newport players there. Ball spills out. King Corcoran taking it on here. Corcoran past the 65. Still Corcoran going through past the 45. Great running here. And he strikes it on the run, but just was pushed out far enough out of the way, Darren. And they'd have loved the second point because they got the first point of the half.
Yeah, but a good defending again. He'd be disappointed with the shot there too, but he was pushed out to an angle where it was never a guarantee. But that being said, Colaiste to Einde certainly up for the start of the second half. Well, I put the hex on the number 10 on that occasion in the coffee, because it looked like he was about to create a chance, but all of a sudden St Mary's Newport have the ball.
Sent inside here now. Corner forward coming out to control it here. Does really well. It's Killian Collins. Collins feeding that ball off unselfishly to Poole. Poole going through the middle and unselfishly again. And they have a goal. An absolutely brilliant finish. They got the goal. They worked it inside, right into a scoring position. Shane Flanagan on hand to finish it.
Yeah, and it was Callum Poole, I think, with the assist at the end, but that started into the defence there after Colaiste to Einde lost the ball. And we looked at the third goal for Newport would probably be enough. Now, there's still a lot of hurling to be played, but again, Shane Flanagan, what a performance he has put in this game as well. And that's his second goal of this particular contest. And Stephen, look, we don't want to preempt it there, but it's another attack, and St Mary's Newport are smelling blood.
Ah, beautiful strike, and you can see Daniel Ryan just getting a pat on the back there from Tommy Cusack for that fantastic strike just after the goal. It is now 3-11, playing 6 points.
That was a fantastic score from Daniel Ryan, and when you're playing with confidence, when you feel on top of things, and have St Mary's Newport just knock the fight out of Colaiste to Einde now, that would be the concern if you're a Galway supporter. If you're a Tipperary or a Limerick supporter, you're just enjoying what you're watching. Daniel Ryan again.
Here we go, another one. Ah, brilliant stuff. That is a goal and 2 points in about a minute here for St Mary's, and it just, that's pure quality.
Oh, pure quality, Daniel Ryan. That could be the social media clip for later on, that last minute. Watch the 2 points for him after the goal as well. And we're looking at the gap, 15 between them there now. Look, it's St Mary's Newport. They've they've been the better team in this. They had the form coming in with their victory over Colaiste, and led, well, the joint captains, of course, of the team, Colin Kennedy, one of them there, led by him in defence. The other joint captain, Shane Flanagan, down in the attack, and Killian Collins, what a day he's having. Granted, that wasn't his best shot of the afternoon, but the way St Mary's are playing now, Stephen, they're just going to get the ball down to the attack, and once they have the ball down that half of the field, they know the Colaiste to Einde can't score.
Absolutely, they're finding the space, finding the room, and that's just killed the atmosphere here slightly. That third goal going in and 2 points following it, and here they go again here. Callum Poole on the ball, really skillful hurler, and he's won a free there. Plays his club hurling with Newport, and they're playing with a slight breeze advantage here in the second half. It is fairly strong. It'll add a couple of metres to a long range puck here, and we'll see if this goes over the bar for the free taker. Darren Colopy struck inside all the way, just got caught perhaps too much in the breeze outside the upright this time. That one tailing off and wide. 3-12 now for 6 points.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with the two wides, but again, as we were saying there, at this stage now, once they keep the ball down there, they won't mind too much. Complete control for Colaiste to end. You hit a stage in the match, you have to forget about the scoreboard and try and hurl and take on the opposition. But as we've said numerous times in the first half, and look, as a goalie man here in the commentator box, I have to marvel at the quality of this St Mary's Newport team, because any time that somebody steps up, if they have a bit of a dip for a minute or two, somebody else steps up. We've been talking about Callum Poole, we've been talking about Daniel Ryan at the start of this second half. We wouldn't have mentioned him much in the first half as well. We've had a couple of consistent performers, but there's always somebody stepping up for the boys in blue to create opportunities. Killian Collins as well has had a great game there too, and they've had that range of options. They've exploited it to their advantage. They've got the scoring opportunities, and if the free hadn't gone against them there, Stephen, they were probably in for another one.
And it is going to be a free here, and Jack Nolan involved. Jack Nolan, real line of resistance here, strikes this one down the field though. Daniel Ryan gathers, feeds Callum Poole inside here, long ball breaking down. Flanagan was inside lurking and looking for that ball, but it's mopped up in there. Newport may get another chance here. Still Jack Nolan foraging for that ball. One back now by Hines inside there, back outside. Colopy now though, Darren Colopy, low trajectory on this ball. Keeper gathers and away they go. Jason McDonough with the clearance out here to the 65, and it is going to be a free in this time for Newport. I think the referee saw a push there on the back of one of the players, so it is going to be a free, and I think he's given this to Colaiste against the Colaiste Einde player.
Yeah, he's just giving it the top from there as well, but again, it's just Colaiste Einde just finding it hard now to get the ball out of defence. You can just tell the heads are dropping a little bit. And look, you have to say one thing, the credit to the work that's been done in the school there as well. A great run that they have been on as well. You don't get to an All-Ireland final being a poor team, but just in today, they've met a St Mary's Newport team, and I know, Stephen, and you know much better than me, a lot of work has been put into hurling into the school at the moment. They're a school with a proud tradition in sport. Charlene Maudsley is the name that comes out to my head recently with her exploits in the World Indoor Athletics Championships as well, and she won 6 All-Irelands when she was a student in St Mary's Newport. But they have a lot of stars out here there today. Even there, look, the tactical foul going in there to take out the momentum of the Colaiste Einde attack. St Mary's are just in complete control at the moment of what's going on here, and the Colaiste Einde just need to get a breakout, something, even a goal to get things up and running, but at the moment you can only see one winner now.
So that was Cian Clarity involved in that last passage of play there. Referee just speaking in there to the midfielder Aaron Hogg, the referee here today for this encounter, and I think he's calling out is it the centre back number 6, the star man there in defence, Colm Kennedy, joint captain from Sean Tracy's club, and his name is going into the lower.
Yeah, I'm not too sure was he the one of the challenge or not. Did he say something afterwards? And look, at the end of the day, St Mary's Newport, and you have to admire the determination to keep going. Shane Flanagan early blocked down a puck out from Jason McDonough a moment ago, but you know the job is half done. Oh, let's see what happens here.
Ball. Ooh, off the line, just about, and that was so close. Colaiste Einde needed that goal. Just a free sent in there, breaking inside and just off the line and back out into play. Umpires convinced it was not over the line, so it is going to be free in, I think, is the result of that. Over carrying by the defender coming out as well.
Yeah, too many steps there, but in fairness to the umpires, they were perfectly in line with the opportunity there as well. The ball was bouncing like a ping pong. I'm not even too sure if it was a Colaiste Einde player that hit it or not, but Evan Duffy, well done to him, getting down, clearing the ball off the line. I don't think any arguments about whether that would have been a goal or not. The umpire was right in line with that shot. I don't know if we're having a substitution or not, Stephen, coming up, with Colaiste Einde will get their free and a chance for a score.
So it is just outside the 21 here. Chance now for Cian Corcoran. Will he go for a goal here, or will he just take the point? Struck low, going for it, and it just took a deflection there and bounces back into play here. Away goes Hogan here. Keith Hogan feeding that ball outside him here to Colm Kennedy. Kennedy with a long range clearance, looking up there for Collins. Collins out like lightning. How sharp is that? Takes it on here, fed inside now, and it's gathered in there, and another chance of a goal with a goalie stood firm. Jason McDonough takes it away from Shane Flanagan. Back out, Collins with another chance here for Newport, and Collins just from a difficult angle just put it wide there. It was a hard one just over the shoulder where he was, but Jason McDonough from the Lee Mellows club held firm in goals.
Great block there as well. I was convinced that Shane Flanagan was going to get his hat trick because he was the man that was in there with the little touch, did everything right, but the goalkeeper pulling off the save. At the other end there, as we saw Keane Corcoran go for the goal again. And look, I know it's difficult when you're well down, you're trying to make things happen, but you still have to take the simple scores when they are there. Colaiste to end on the attack again, but straight away you see James Anderson on this occasion jumping in the way. Stephen, I just want to mention that substitution is Conor Clardy that's come on the field to play for Colaiste to Einde, and he's replaced Aaron Keane.
So that change being made there and fed back outside. It's just gone out over the line, and it is midfielder gone off the team there. So it's going to be a line ball here for Tommy Cusack. Cut quickly out as far as Daniel Ryan into space now. Lovely ball. Flanagan coming out to meet it here. Flanagan taking it on here. Lovely ball inside as far as Brian Tobin. Runs into a wall though of defenders, and they've won it back somehow again. Tobin making the run here, looking for the pass back, but I think the ref said too many steps there, and it is going to be a free out this time for Colaiste Einde. Taken quickly, fed outside by Dara Walsh outside him here now to Keane Clarty. Clarty striking it down along the line. Dara Finnerty coming out to gather that ball, just ran out of space, and the line ball will go back up the field here. And Newport strong and firm in all the tackles there. Dara Meany, the half-back, taking this one. Cut inside. One again here now though by Corcoran. Corcoran feeding it inside. Coffey going through the middle here. Oh, great save inside. And it's knocked away again. And somehow Evan Duffy kept that ball out. Jason Carr had a chance to finish from close range, but it's knocked away by Evan Duffy and back out the field. And that goal is proven elusive for Colaiste Einde. They could have got 2 goals in this second half, and it was a completely different game if they had.
How did that stay out? That's one of the saves of the year there from Evan Duffy. A double save as well, because was it Eina Coffey and Jason Carr, the two that got the opportunities. I don't know how he managed to keep it out. Fantastic save from the goalkeeper, and as much as we've talked about players out the field and the contributions they have made to this match, the goalkeeper Evan Duffy, 1-2 minor mistakes in over the match. What super stops he has made.
Here we go, another shot coming in here. Keeper down underneath it. Spills it inside. It's gathered by the corner forward. Has a chance here. Just can't connect Jason Carr there that time. And it's knocked away by the corner back James Anderson, and he takes that ball over the line. And again another bit of goal mouth drama.
Goal mouth drama, and of course the keeper there again. If it wasn't 3-12 to 6 points, we'd probably be talking seriously about him as the player of the match contender, but he has made sure that Colaiste Einde have not got even a sniff of an opportunity to get a comeback in this game. It's just been a catalogue of fantastic stops by the defence, and most notably by the St Mary's Newport goalkeeper.
Caught inside this time, the line ball just breaking in there and wide this time. Just tailed out. Evan Duffy ready and eager to get a quick start here, but referee wasn't prepared, so it is back to the goalie for another opportunity. And Darren, those goals, like the chances are there.
Well, look, the reality is that we talked about Colaiste Einde's firepower, and the fact that they haven't scored a goal in this game will be a surprise for their supporters after seeing what they have done. They have, even though they're clearly the second best team in this match, Stephen. Nobody's going to argue with that. I'll go back to that in a minute.
Flanagan inside, Poole going through, and he's brought down inside there. And I think the ref is calling it back. It is going to be a penalty, and that really was brilliant play by Flanagan with a little nifty little slap of the hurley into the path of Callum Poole. And Poole is, you know, a real sharpshooter, and he's proven himself to be top quality to have a pinno now.
Yeah, he's had a great second half so far in the game, and it's Lorcan San Pietro Daly that's going to pick up a yellow card in in the game. But so we'll have a penalty here for St Mary's Newport, but a great attack again down the end of the field. But just before this is taken, Stephen, again to talk about Colaiste have been given those sniffs, those opportunities to be more competitive in this contest. They haven't taken them as much to do with the brilliance of the defence and the goalkeeper. At the other end, St Mary's Newport have, and a big opportunity here now for Darren Colby.
So a huge moment. Colby rises, strikes, great save by the goalie and knocked down, but it is in the net this time. It is Flanagan who gets the goal, the fourth one today. Shane Flanagan lightning raced down after the save and flicked it into the back of the net.
Yeah, it wasn't the best penalty ever taken by Darren Colby. I think he'll admit that himself. Jason McDonough doing well with the save, but again, and probably the difference between the teams, who's running in, the number 13, anticipating the opportunity, gets the goal, and now a point for Callum Poole.
Lovely hurling by Callum Poole. He was the player, of course, who won the penalty, and he's been outstanding in this game, hasn't he? Had a super game, hasn't he?
He has indeed, and as I said, the second half in particular, he's really stepped up. As Shane Flanagan has been absolutely superb, doing everything that you want your players to do, and now the scores are going over for fun. I think Brian Tobin there.
Brian Tobin with that one, Callum Poole with the one before that, and Shane Flanagan with the tap in from the rebound into the net, and it is now 4-14 against 6 points. Ball fed down far side here, breaking here, won this time now by Keane Corcoran, the captain, feeding it in the middle as far as Jack Nolan. Nolan taking it on now, but it's taken off in by Callum Poole. Poole inside, what trickery, what skill, fed inside here, they in for another one. Brian Tobin with the goal, 5 goals and 14 points to 6 points. This is serious firepower from the St Mary's forward.
Yeah, they're just queuing up there as well. Well done, Callum Poole, set the opportunity up. Colaiste Einde making a couple of substitutions now. They know the game is over and done. And St Mary's Newport, look, it's been a joy to watch them. The skill that they brought to this game, the attitude that they've come out with as well, to never, I suppose, take their foot off the pedal. We talked about intelligent play, and that's really what you mean, is controlling the contest. They've done that at times when they've had to, and now the floodgates are open up here. And Stephen, as a Tipperary man yourself, I know you'll be enjoying seeing what they can run up here, but as a Galway man, you do have to have a slight fear about what this final result could end up being.
Ball sent down the far end now, full back goes in there. Cathal Hannon trying to knock it away here, fed back outside again. Newport going the attack once more here, and it is the danger men up front, and Flanagan goes and gathers and feeds it inside. Lovely ball again, and just a little flick needed there from Brian Tobin to set up a teammate for perhaps another one, but it's well defended in there by Colaiste Einde. Out they go here towards centre field. Conor Clarity taking it on here. Great running here from Clarity. Oh, this is serious inside, but well hooked in there by Dara Meany and Jamie Long to just deflect that ball outside, and it is won again by Newport inside, and ball breaking in there, knocked away inside once more here. Still anyone's ball here. Colaiste Einde still looking for that elusive goal in this game. Had they got those goal chances, it was a completely different match. Ball fed back outside here, breaking in around centre field, knocked away again here, taken on this time by the centre back Lorcan San Pietro Daly, winning the free in, and they'll have a chance here, and we'll be picking the man of the match a little bit later in this game. So there's so many options here in this match. Some brilliant performances on both sides, it has to be said. Change being made there. It looks like Cathal Sheridan is coming onto the field, and Jamie Long, I think, is going off, Darren.
Yeah, and he's getting a great ovation there as well, Stephen, coming off the field to play. The first change for St Mary's Newport in this match, and you can see their supporters are enjoying it. I just want to mention too that there was a double substitution for Colaiste Einde, where Michael Brosnan and Colm O'Donoghue came on. They replaced Dara Fennerty and Dara Walsh. That happened a couple of minutes ago, but look, the St Mary's Newport supporters, they're having fun now, and rightfully so. They're having fun. They're enjoying this contest as well, and they'll cheer on their heroes, and that's what they are, Stephen. They're heroes here today, All-Ireland champions champions. Compliments of the great work being done in the school, in the game of hurling in particular, and it'll be interesting to see what journey they go on if the development keeps going. But Colaiste have a chance.
Here they go for that goal. Struck in and they have the goal. Jason Carr with the finish to the net. He was looking there a few times. He had a couple of chances and he stuck it here. Third time lucky, great finish.
Yeah, he got to the space there as well. He was loud inside. In fairness to Evan Duffy, there wasn't much he could do with that. But even as I talked about the Newport supporters, we've a lot of the Colaiste in the supporters here in front of us. It was great to see them up on their feet, celebrating that goal, staying behind their team all the way to the closing stages. And look, even taking the Galway cap off as a neutral, you'd like to see Colaiste end a finish now with a strong 10 minutes, really to put some more credibility in the scoreboard and make sure that they can go home taking something out of this contest if it's not going to be the All-Ireland title.
Here we go, sent inside by Cian Corcoran in there, breaking ball inside, looking for another goal. Away they go here, Brian Walsh is forage and hard, Brian Walsh inside, sent in there, and it just took a deflection off the shin bone there of Colm Kennedy, or just below the knee, and he knocks it out for a 65. And you might be able to see the rain falling down there outside us on the field in the last few minutes. These players, testament to their school, to their county, and what a fantastic championship this is. Such great excitement here for everyone at today's match and watching wherever you are around the world. It is Cian Clarity who will strike this one inside, sends it high all the way in there into the danger area. Hopping ball inside, knocked away this time, but it is there as far as the half forward, lurking in there. Dylan Carr trying to take on that ball and do something with it and show a bit of magic, but it is won out by Cathal Hannon. Fed outside him here now. A nice play here by Newport, and down the field they go. Daniel Ryan feeding it on here. Oh, look at this for passing, and just a little bit of a power pass there from Poole out as far as Tommy Cusack. But great performances. We have a few minutes left in this, but lot of man of the match contenders, Darren. Who'd you pick for today's game?
Yeah, well, first just look at Colaiste for a moment, and that man on your screen, Cian Corcoran, their captain, led their charge, as did Cian Clarity around the middle of the park. Jack Nolan as well in defence was probably the pick out of those. There was a couple of players with moments in the game, but I suppose never really had the influence on this contest that they were hoping to have. I'll just watch this shot here first, Stephen, before I continue on.
Serious effort and knocked down by the goalie there from Clarity. Full back comes out to gather here now, trying to take it out there. It's Keith Hogan, fed outside to James Tobin, taking it on here. Good ball by Tobin outside him, and away go Newport this time. Daniel Ryan strikes it up the field here. Little slip there from the corner back, allows Shane Flanagan to gather possession again. Flanagan trying to feed it on, and he was looking to the referee to call that free and get the free, and he has the free here now. So chance for the half forward here, Darren Colopy, to get another point for St. Mary's of Newport here today.
Yeah, and I'll just continue going through the St. Mary's Newport players there as we watch Darren Colopy take the free. And look, when you look at the performances, there's so many standout performers for St. Mary's Newport. Like even looking at the goalkeeper and the catalogue of social media moments that he is going to provide in this contest, from this contest, with the performances he's put in. Only got caught for one of the end, you couldn't blame him for that. In defence, Cathal Hannon, what a game he had at full back, as did Colm Kennedy, the joint captain at centre back. The midfielders worked hard. Daniel Ryan in particular having an excellent second half, but up in the attack there as well. Different players stepping up at different times. Look at Callum Poole there, he had a great second half. Tommy Cusack grew into the game. Brian Tobin showing what he can do as well, as he puts that ball over the bar to add another score to St. Mary's Newport. And then you had Killian Collins as well in the full forward line, but it was a difficult decision, Stephen, as you can imagine, to pick a man of the match with some of the standout performers that have been in this game. But for me, it has to be the number 13, Shane Flanagan, not just because he scored the 2 goals in this game, but he was involved in another couple of goals. Even won a free there a moment ago that Darren Colby put up, and showed that hunger and determination not to ease up in the closing stages as well. He is a joint captain there too, but a deserving man of the match in this particular game. My selection is Shane Flanagan.
So Shane Flanagan, congratulations to him. He is the star man here today for St. Mary's Newport. They'll be heading back home this evening with All-Ireland medals in tow. Here we go, Colaiste in on the attack. Connor Clarity strikes it inside, breaking ball in there, and it is a free out this time for St. Mary's of Newport. And what a match here it has been. You know, St. Mary's come into this, they're strong, they're getting goals in every single game, and you know, it just becomes something that they do automatically almost, and you could see them stepping up next year if they have a number of this team to really push on in the school.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they keep bringing through the talent that they have, because they're certainly going places in the school, and we've said that already. This performance here today, so worthy to win an All-Ireland finals. We watched Colaiste in, and again, little things like that, well up in the game, and you see Colin Kennedy just break the ball down, try to launch another attack, and look, it's been a pleasure to be here watching this performance today from St. Mary's Newport. Disappointment for Daniel Ryan on that occasion as that ball goes to the right and wide, but well drilled team as well, and well done David Minogue and to Paddy Kelly as well for getting behind him. Just as Stephen want to mention there as well, because it'll be a big weekend around the parish next week too. Newport Musical Society are having their ABBA Gold show next weekend, while Muro Burr hold their social as well. There'll be two great celebrations celebrating the music. Shane Flanagan there nearly got something, but the referees blown the whistle.
So it'll be great excitement next weekend and great excitement this weekend.
They're making music today, and they'll be making music again next week.
They'll have the cup going around for the parade. Like, what a dream time to be 17 or 18.
Yeah, look, that's the thing as well. Some people wondered why some of these finals weren't all taking place on St. Patrick's Day. I think St. Patrick's weekend, starting off a bank holiday, is a perfect time to take it too. We've seen Rayfields Loch Rave in Galway and St. Kieran's Kilkenny playing the A final in Croke Park. No doubt we'll be keeping an eye on that when this game is done and dusted. And of course, we mentioned the victory for Squel Paul Kilfinane yesterday there as well. But as for St. Mary's Newport, they'll be celebrating around the parish on the border, and rightfully so.
This one just tailing off wide there this time from Darren Colopy. It is 5-16 to 1-6 with 4 minutes of the regulation time to go in this game. And another change just being made there. I think it is the full forward, Killian Collins, who had a fantastic game going off. And Owen Flynn, number 18, is coming on the field for St. Mary's. And another change there, it looks like Tommy Cusack is going off. And
3 changes, Stephen, I think there is.
3, okay.
Because I see
David
Keith Hogan going off there as well, and Tommy Cusack, and we'll try and work out everybody who's come on in a moment.
Yeah, David Whelton just coming on there into the half forward line in place of Tommy Cusack. And the other side making those changes as well here as the clock rolls on. Coming on here is Ben McGee from Mike Cullen.
Luke Kennedy's the other change for Newport anyway.
So those changes being made, and going off for Colaiste Einde is Dylan Carr. Just up in the forwards for the best part of this half here, wearing the number 4 jersey, but they did need scores and he was sent up the field to forage up there. But it is great for these players to get on the field here on All-Ireland final day. Real exciting. Good hurling from both sides today. Ball fed outside here now this time. Darren Colopy winning that one, but took it 3 times there. Referee is saying he's looking at him holding on to that ball, so it is going to be a free here for Keane Corcoran. Struck inside. They're still going for goals here. In there, breaking in front of the corner forward. Comes out. Keane Clarity taking it on here now and goes through 2 and still going through the middle here now and knocked outside the side, and the corner back James Anderson just got a touch on that and took it out over the line. It is going to be a 65 for Colaiste Einde, and you know they are playing hurling right up to the full-time whistle and going for a goal.
Yeah, it's actually good. The free in there on that occasion, Stephen Keane Clarity had his jersey pull going in, and while Aaron Hogg hadn't a handout straight away, he did allow the advantage there as well. Yeah, they're going for a goal for their supporters to celebrate. They know the game is up. Just to mention, Ben McGee and Conor Madden were the 2 players that came on for Colaiste Einde in those recent substitutions. Dylan Carr and Éanna Coffey going off. Here at this stage, yeah, you'll go for the goal. You know the game is up. I thought earlier on he should have taken the point, but I have a funny feeling Keane Corcoran's going to go low here.
Here he goes, strikes it inside, and it's blocked in there by Cathal Sheridan. Substitute just on the field, knocks it away there. Still filtered outside him here now and mopped up in there. And it is going to be, I think, another free in. Referee just blown the whistle there, and we're going to be held up for a couple of minutes here with an injury just as the full-time whistle approaches. Referee speaking to Luke Kennedy there, the substitute on the field, And another change being made again.
Yeah, Callum Poole is going off anyway on that occasion. I think it's Dara Cantillon it's coming on for St Mary's Newport. I'll confirm that in a moment. Thankfully that player that was on the ground is back on his feet. I think it was Keane Corcoran. He's getting ready to have a go as well, but as you'd expect at this stage now, Stephen, both management teams emptying their benches.
So this one is struck inside and they take their point this time. Point by Keane Corcoran, and that score brings them on to 1-7 here in this match, and players move back out the field here. 5-16 today. Fantastic shooting from St Mary's. They go on the attack again here now. David Welton strikes it up the field here, breaking in front of Brian Tobin. Tobin coming out to gather this ball, does well, runs onto it. He has two runners inside him here. It's Flanagan going through the middle. Flanagan! And the man of the match gets the goal here just as the regulation time is up in the game. What about that?
4 goals in an All-Ireland final. What a memory you're going to have for the rest of your life. But Shane Flanagan has done that as well, and he's always looked hungry, Stephen. Even when the game looked done and dusted, even when there was 10 points between them at half-time, Shane Flanagan has always looked hungry. Brian Tobin, in fairness, he's grown into the game more, especially in the second half. He got his own goal. He set up a couple for Shane Flanagan there as well, and just had to wear it all to offload the ball as he was losing his balance. Shane Flanagan was in. There was very little Jason McDonough could do about it. It dresses up the scoreboard, and what an afternoon for him. What an afternoon for his school.
Unbelievable stuff. Darren Kelly here alongside me, Stephen Gleeson, for today's game. Johnny here over to our right on cameras today for Stream Sport. Here for the GAA Masita All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools final. Free struck here this time by Darren Colopy, all the way inside this one. Another strike, another score for Darren Colopy. Another fine score. That makes it 6-17 to 1-7 here with 31 on the clock. Ball struck out here from defence. Newport trying to mop it up there. Won this time though by Costa Einde's main man in there, Keane Corcoran. Fed outside him here, but it's going to be a free from over the far side of the field.
Yeah, I'll be over. Look, Colaiste in there just looking for that other goal now for their supporters to give them something happy to go home with there as well. They celebrated the other goal, and as you said yourself, Stephen, numerous times they did ask questions. The problem is they also conceded a few answers at the other end of the field, and it was top quality opposition that got the job done, including this man, the other joint captain, Colin Kennedy, who was very, very close to the accolades too for man of the match. And certainly in the first half, his performance laid the platform for the success as well. But look, Colaiste in there, and as we said even at the very start of this broadcast, look, it's all over there now, and let St Mary's Newport celebrate their success.
What a buzz, what a moment. It is St Mary's of Newport, the All-Ireland champions for 2024. A fantastic performance. They struck 6 goals and 17 points. Absolutely brilliant, on fire today. Superb performance, and they are the champions of Ireland.
And deserving champions of Ireland. They were just a pleasure to watch here today. They just went in with a right game plan there as well. They linked up from the start, and they read the game in the opening couple of stages. When it was a point apiece earlier on, they read it. Colin Kennedy dropped back. They created space up in the attack, and their forwards stepped up on the day. We were talking about different forwards over the course of the contest as well. One consistent, of course, our player of the match was Darren Colby first, then it was Killian Collins, then it was Tommy Cusick, then it was Callum Poole, then it was Brian Tobin, well supported by a hard-working defence that never gave up the ghost. 2 10-5 points up at half-time. We talked about the importance of the next goal. Colaiste Einde had chances. Evan Duffy, what are the saves he pulled off here today? Very, very important in not letting the Galway side back into the contest. And eventually the third goal came. It came for Shane Flanagan, and after the penalty then as well, as the flares are going off here as well. I thought my own glasses were fogging up here at the moment, but the blue flares are going off. Shane Flanagan completed his hat-trick. He got his 4th goal after Brian Tobin getting on target too. You couldn't argue with who was the winning team. You couldn't really argue too much with the difference between the scores at the very end of the game. game. Colaiste to Einde would know there was a few chances that went away from them. They tried to force things at one stage. That can happen when you're in All-Ireland final, when a game is going against you. But their supporters, their families, their schoolmates will remind them of how proud they are of their achievements this year in making an All-Ireland final. Not to be for them to win the All-Ireland. It's all about St Mary's Newport, and rightfully it should be. They are deserving All-Ireland champions, Stephen.
Great stuff. Darren Kelly here alongside me, Stephen Gleeson. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here of the game. We're going to have the presentation, so do stay with us for a few more minutes here. I'll be handing you over here for the presentation to Mark Ronan and Colm Hayes of the All-Ireland colleges, and they will be doing the presentation here. We can see the man of the match on his way up here, Shane Flanagan. He's also the joint captain with the centre back Colm Kennedy. Two great leaders,
and they were the two names that were consistent from minute 1 to minute 60 over the course of the game. Like Colm Kennedy broke down attacks, set up opportunities at the other end as well, and Shane Flanagan finished off most of them. But not just that he finished them off, Stephen, he was also involved in setting up a number of scores as well. A quick glance through my notes here, I had him down for 4 direct assists in the first half, let alone for the scores that he got in the second half. And look, that's what you want in any school team, two people to set the example. That's what those two lads did today.
Brilliant day, brilliant occasion here, and we can see the two captains making their way up here, and then we're going to hand over to Mark Ronan and Colm Hayes, who will make the presentation of the cup. And I think we'll sign off here. So Darren Kelly, great to have your company here this afternoon.
Stephen, absolute pleasure.
I'm Stephen Gleeson, and thanks to Johnny, who's on camera, and Johnny will be here for the presentation as well to the two lads. So for me, Stephen Gleeson, all the best. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here. Enjoy the presentation as well.
To present this prestigious final to number 13, St Mary's Newport, Shane Flanagan. Mark and Ronan is going to present this. Bawalem Cohard Sahurt and Gafern os Clehe und Kunya. Bawalem Cohard is Speshita Hort as in Fuan Masita Quavna here in the Irvanskal and here in the Nine McInerney Cup, St Mary's Newport. I'd like to congratulate both teams on a fantastic sporting performance here today. I especially like to congratulate the winners of this year's Masita All-Ireland post-primary schools competition, St Mary's Newport, and well done. Commiserations to Colaiste Einde. You can be proud of yourself and your families and your clubs here today. Congratulations on your journey getting to the final, and we wish you the best of luck in your future playing careers. Well done in your journeys this year. Thanks to our sponsors, Masita, Des Smith, for your continuing support throughout the All-Ireland competitions. Much appreciated. I'd like to thank the referee, Aaron Hogg, and his officials for the super job he did in officiating the game today. I'd like to congratulate Carl Quinn and all the management and ground staff here in Dr. Daly Park for the teas at half-time and the coffee at half-time, and the super job you did at hosting this prestigious event. Thank you. Thanks to Kieran Carney, Liam Mahoney, and all the CCC for the super job you're doing in running the All-Ireland competitions in such a professional manner. Thanks for all your work. To the coaches, Dave Minogue and his team, and David Tierney and his team, thanks for the great work you're doing in promoting Gaelic games in your school. Really appreciate that. To the board of management, senior management team, the teachers and parents, thanks for facilitating the running of Gaelic games in the school. Without that support, neither team would be here today. Thanks for that. Finally, it gives me great pleasure to present this year's Masita Niall McInerney Cup, All-Ireland Post-Primary Schools Cup, to the joint captains of St. Mary's, Newport.
Look, I won't say much. I'll let Colm do most of the talking. But on behalf of me and Colm, I'd like to thank all the sports for coming today, and especially to the ones who travelled from all around the country. I'm sure we have a few looking down from the skies as well, so give yourselves a big round of applause. Second of all, I'd like to thank Tulla. To be fair to them, they kept the ground in good shape today, even though the weather isn't the best. But yeah, it's hard to find a pitch good around these days, and yeah, thanks to them. Clap. Third of all, I'd like to thank the linesmen, umpires, and the whole officiating team. They did well today. It was a good match, so thanks to them. And finally, before I pass on to Colm, I'd like to thank the 31 odd lads below there. Every single one of them has put the work in since day one, and we've had minimum 20 lads to train every single day, and yeah, hard work pays off. Thank you.
First of all, I suppose I'd like to thank Colaiste and a good game of hurling. I know they're a relatively young team, so they have a lot of talent there, and I've no doubt if they train hard next year, they'll be back in the All-Ireland final again. So 3 cheers for Colaiste and hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. I'd like to thank anyone who's donated to us in the past few days and weeks. The donations have been really generous, and I'm not going to list them because I definitely forget someone. And I'd like to thank our sponsor, James Nolan. And if there was one round on him after the Munster final, there'd be 2 rounds on him tonight. So I'd like to thank Colm Nolan, Stephen Goggin, Fionn Carew and Declan Tiffy for helping us out in the All-Ireland semi-final and final. Their presence is greatly appreciated on the field, so a big cheer for 3 or 4 of them. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Paddy Kelly and Dave Minogue. The work these 2 men have put in has been absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you don't have to look far for sacrifices when you're going to train with Mr. Minogue and you see a car seat in the back. He took myself and Shane to Croke Park while being on maternity leave. Paddy Kelly ensured we never didn't have a field to train on. I don't know how many different places we've trained this year, but we're grateful for the 2 boys. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more All-Irelands coming back to the school as long as these 2 boys are involved. So a massive full of us for the 2 lads.
Well done. Go on, put on for team now. Okay,
That's yours, is it? No, is it? No,
I'm not singing anyone.
Look, go on.
I wouldn't be long getting the
Is that yours, Mike? Is it?
Right, come on now. nails. Thanks very much.
In there, all the way in. How about that? What a way to start. All the way in there. It is Clarity working it inside, and he sends it high all the way in and over the bar. What a response. Corner forward, Shane Flanagan. He's taking it on here, fed back outside him here now, Brian Tobin, and he takes his pie. Colopy going through the middle, Darren Colopy all the way, feeds it inside here, nice ball in as far as Flanagan still, and Flanagan for the goal scorer earlier on, Shane Flanagan. He feeds it onto Darren Colopy, going through the middle, Colopy has over here towards the corner forward, and it's gathered and sent in by Killian Collins of Newport. How about that? Turns and strikes, and that's a lovely play made in. What about that ball? Jamie Long racing onto it here, and Jamie Long sends it over the bar. Fantastic.
To end of the settle. Jason Carr worked hard for that free. Eventually got the decision being swarmed around, and this should be another score for Colaiste. And indeed,
fantastic sticks man here, down as far as Brian Tobin. Tobin inside him here, as far as Daniel Ryan, and that is the captain. He's won that battle. Struck inside all the way, and it's knocked down and over the bar. Goalie just over the bar without difficult inside by Darren Colopy, and the ball into Tommy Cusack. Cusack inside, sharpens the grip and puts it over to win this ball again here. Oh, great vision to spot Brian Tobin inside, and Tobin pops it over the bar. And Collins has it in his hand. Here he goes. It's Collins over his shoulder, and that's a superb fight. Callum Poole feeds Shane Flanagan, and it's back as far as Tommy Cusack. Superb play. All that for one of Galway's greatest ever hurlers, who won an All-Ireland in 1980, and he won 2 All-Irelands. Collins feeding that ball off unselfishly to Poole. Poole going through the middle and unselfishly again. And they have...
Yeah, but it's another attack, and St. Mary's Newport are smelling blood.
Beautiful strike, and you can see Daniel Ryan just getting a pass.
If you're a Galway supporter, if you're a Tipperary or a Limerick supporter, you're just enjoying what you're watching. Daniel Ryan again.
Here we go. Another one. Corcoran feeding it inside. Coffey going through the middle here. Oh, great save inside. And it's knocked away again.
Nobody's going to argue with that. I'll go back to that in a minute.
Flanagan inside. Poole going through, and he's brought down inside there.
Opportunity here now with Darren Colby.
It's a huge moment. Colby rises, strikes. Great save by the goalie and knocked down. But it is in
the teams who's running in number 13, anticipating the opportunity, gets the goal, and now a point for Callum Poole.
Lovely hurling by
Shane Flanagan has been absolutely superb, doing everything that you want your players to do, and now the scores are going over for fun. Brian Tobin there.
Poole inside. What trickery, what skill. Fed inside here, they in for another one.
Interested to see what journey they go on if the development keeps going, but Colaiste didn't have a chance.
Here they go for that goal, struck in, and they have the goal.
The goalkeeper and the catalogue of social media moments that he is going to provide in this contest, from this contest, with the performance of a great second half. Tommy Cusack grew into the game. Brian Tobin showing what he can do as well, as he puts that ball over the bar to add another stage. Now, Stephen, both management teams empty their benches.
When he's struck inside, and they take their point. He does well, runs onto it. He has 2 runners inside him here. It's Flanagan going through the middle. Flanagan! All-Ireland post-primary schools final. Free struck here this time by Darren Colopy all the way inside this one.